Sarah here, your Easy Adapted PE veteran. Today we're going to talk about testing new goals. So each year we're going to work on specific goals, but then once we start to get towards the end of the year, middle of the year even, and we're starting to write those annual review reports, we're going to want to test out new goals. If we see that the trajectory for that student for the year is they're going to ace that goal, we know that they're going to get it, it's going to be beautiful, and they're going to be doing amazing, right? So we want to think about now next year, what is it that we want to work on? So really you're looking at the goals now. Are they working? Are they realistic? You're going to start with a quick assessment. Try with a short skills checklist. Something like, can the student balance for 5 feet? Can the student catch a beanbag? Can the student walk in a straight line? So something obviously that's very, very simple, but depending on the unique needs of your student and where your student is, you're going to want to throw some things that are easy for them to accomplish so they build that confidence, and then sprinkle in a couple challenges and kind of really see how they are performing. Those simple, short activities give you very valuable data on the baseline of those students and kind of where they're at and where they've come from, right? Because in September, hopefully we did those assessments as well, or we did some sort of a baseline. So now here we are, maybe around February, March, and we're figuring out, okay, how much have they improved? We have those data. We have that data that hopefully we've been taking all year, but now we're using our observation, our visuals. We are looking at these kids and saying, okay, let's really see where they're at. Next, you want to include the student, right? The student is the one who's got to perform these activities. And so what I find, the more that you pull them into this and the more that you ask them, do you want to practice dribbling? Do you think you'd want to play on a basketball team one day? I really enjoy running. Do you like running these laps? I noticed you go so fast. Do you like running? Let's talk more about that. And maybe we can start pushing that student towards like a track and field type of team. When students have a voice in their goals, they're more motivated to attempt those tricky things, right? They're more motivated when you're challenging them. Well, I chose these goals. I actually like this sport. I like this activity. I feel good when I'm doing it. Those are the type of things that we kind of want to push those kiddos towards. Those are their superpowers. Those are the things that are going to motivate them to try harder. And when they're trying harder and they're confident, that their social skills are more apt to be there because they're feeling good about themselves. And then the behaviors decrease, right? It's all of those things just come together. So why not focus on those strengths and those things that those kiddos are really excited about? Always don't be afraid to adjust things, okay? I know it's tricky and it can be a little bit of a process. You might have to amend an IEP and there's a little bit of paperwork and you might get a couple grumbles here and there from admin, but at the end of the day, if it's what's best for a student, you have to adjust those goals. If it's not working, change it and make it a little bit simpler or a little bit more challenging depending on where that landed, because you never know what happens over the summer. There could be the summer slip, right? Or maybe you have a really great family and they just played with that kiddo all summer, and now you come to the fall and you're like, he can do this, or she can accomplish this goal already. We have to change this up, right? So really look at that student and try your best to figure out where they might be come fall, but don't be afraid to change things up if you need to. Testing out these new goals for next year, or even if it's in that same year, it doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that the kiddo failed. It just means you're helping students grow at the pace that is right for them, and you're figuring that out together as you go. It's not always going to be perfect. You're not always going to get it right the first time. So don't be afraid to change things up, and just remember you're helping the student to become confident, a confident mover, physically literate, and encouraging them to be part of their IEP. Small changes today lead to big successes tomorrow. So that's all I have for you today. Please like, subscribe, all the things, ring the bell, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.